Alright, so last we left off was kind of abruptly because we had a situation where our recording setup decided to go on the fritz and cut out on us early.
Oh, thankfully the recording is okay
this time.
So basically, what happened last time was during interrogation, the prisoner's insides started to liquefy. Sam tried his damnedest to save him, even though it was kind of a bit of an ordeal and he had to perform open heart surgery, but managed to do it. Got answered this prisoner. But since no one decided to go and check, once this guy left, he was struck by lightning and died.
Well, I think Sam noticed. Steve noticed it, and then when he pointed it out, everyone Sam just went and opened. Like, what did you do, Sam?
Oh, I cast a tiny hut on the front door so that nobody could enter.
Did you also go turn something invisible?
No, just I basically put an impenetrable, indestructible wall in front of our door.
Wait, I just imagine like just
open the
you're
door
like.
to.
I'm hoping.
Did you open this door to cast it or no?
No, he didn't.
I did not open the door. Samael asked him seriously, like, what happened? He said something about lightning strike, and then Samael just assumed that somebody killed him the second he stepped out of the tower, and he was like, I'm not dealing with this.
Steve's like, Sam, shouldn't we? Nope. But nope.
There's someone important out there that I want to introduce to you guys.
Granny will check it out. She got startled by the lightning and will check it out properly.
I was going to say, I mean, if nothing else, Ari might want to go out there collect those 2 gold coin pieces that guy no longer needs.
Damn right, I'll do that.
You can come with Granny.
I have no standards.
It's like it was fulfilled. The spirit guide. He was forgetting that.
And he left his tab open.
All right. As soon as Granny opens the door, standing a good few feet away, sitting at a table, like basically across the street from you guys is like a nice little cafe. Sitting at a table, one leg over the other, sipping like almost Uncle Iroh style drink tea. He's just sitting there, sipping his tea, looking down with his hood over his face, and without missing a beat, as soon as you open the door, he set his cup down and just does a slow clap.
Samael keeps the tiny hut up, but makes it invisible so that they can actually see through it. He does not leave the tower. He's just leaning on the door frame while everyone else heads out.
Really
By the tail. You're like, no, don't eat those livers. I don't need them, apparently.
No, well, he let you go out to get the coins.
Nah, not really. I'm still there. I'm still trying. I still have to. Hey,
so while you're being kept
left down the road is a charred, still smoking corpse.
Samael shrugs. I did what I could for him at this point.
I like to see Relic, with Ari being held inside, Relic just walks on and he's like, hey, 2 coins.
And of course for Ari, fresh liver.
Luffane, can you stop trying to feed our companion people? It's hard enough to get her to not do it on her own.
She's hungry.
Bad Luffane.
All those juicy
Everybody
livers.
newspapered. Everybody newspapered.
Right, so
Samael literally bops her on her snoot. Bad Luffane.
Without looking up, he just says, because he was an idiot and spilled our secrets.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
And I gotta say,
if Sherlock's been invented now, I think it has.
With you, Sam, he said, pointing directly at Sam, still looking at him.
Samael just shrugs. You do what you have to. But can I assume you are that unknown named person he was talking about?
He then stands up. Like, no, I'm much higher than him.
Oh well, good. Then at least some good came of all of this.
I
thought having my arm. I thought having being halfway inside of a man was absolutely pointless. But hey, if it lured you out, then I guess it's worth it.
And all of a sudden, Fox, I've never been closer to a person before. It's my own paws.
halfway through a man. Halfway
Like
through
I'm
a
trying
man.
to
I
tell it.
love that. I just love that. I'm halfway through a man.
This guy
I don't see Ginger.
This guy then looks up, and you see, in place of eyes, is just one giant scar going across his face.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, unfortunately for you, I can't fix that. Although I am willing to open you up, but closing you back up will be extra.
Wait, Eri, Gertrude.
That is not why I'm here.
Tom, will you turn off that background noise?
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, man. Just try to turn it down. Wait, Eri. This is Relica speaking. Eri, Gertrude. I just realized something. Lightning, no eyes, blue robe. Is that the dragon?
Without saying another word, this guy just starts to walk off.
Hey,
So
is Robbie there?
Alien.
So should we go murder him? I mean, we are in the middle of Waterdeep, so we might get arrested. But
you do realize he is an adult blue dragon, right? He would whoop our asses. We're not strong enough to face him.
I mean, if we can rally the city, I mean, there's enough people here to put enough crossbow bolts in him to kill him.
Grammy's just like, come back here, you rapscallion.
I can just slowly chase you with your cane in the air, like, get back here!
He just keeps walking.
Granny's not gonna chase because she's not good at that.
Are we just gonna stay in the hut then? Or do you guys want to go after him?
I'm not gonna because she's not good at running.
Well, I mean, I imagine if we can get him staying still for a while and I cast the hut around him, I could trap him. There's no way really out of it.
Is that how it works? I'm not
yeah. Read the actual stat block for the spell. There's no way to destroy it. There's no way around it. It's literally just by password or command. You have to be able to get in or out.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can be enthralling. I can enthrall him, and he'll never be able to weave.
I'm just not familiar with a lot of spells.
I recognize him. I recognize the guy.
Cool.
You said you recognized him.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah.
You okay?
Kukulkan, you were about to say something?
Yeah. I don't know. Never mind.
Are you okay, man?
Alrighty. Samael just kind of sighs. Okay, I guess we're doing this. He claps his hands and just walks right through the tiny hut, leaving it up in case they want to stay, and just follows after.
I'm like Pepe Le Pew, kind of when he trots, kind of looks like that with the fox after him. Just like, okay, I'll try not to eat any livers.
Samael is going to create a crossbow in his hand, created out of let's say, psionic energy, and then fire a shot at him.
All right.
He's not aiming at him. He's aiming near his feet. I don't think our conversation was over.
Wait! I can do stuff.
He just keeps walking and speaks
I
out.
can do.
It wasn't really a conversation to begin with. I just wanted to observe your skills. And I have, and I'm honestly surprised.
I got abyssal chains.
So do I, actually. Okay.
As he finishes talking,
he's gonna disappear, isn't he?
I am gonna need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, Sam.
Well, considering I just had a long rest, I'll just pass it again with legendary resistance.
Plant growth, go!
So I'll check that off again.
My little paw in the air. Plant growth, go! Start stomping on the floor.
Wait, I was talking to Kokokum. What happened? Locke, what happened with him?
Sam tried to shoot at the old man, but he has to now make a dexterity saving throw.
But I had a long rest, so I'm using legendary resistance to just pass.
Is that how legendary resistance works? You just automatically cast shit?
If you fail a saving throw, you can choose to succeed instead.
Oh.
Yeah. Kinda.
That seems kind of broken on anything like not a boss enemy.
Because it's basically a one-off per long rest.
Alright, so you manage to dodge this lightning bolt as it comes straight down on this old man. And after the blinding light subsides, he is now gone.
One of these days, I'm going to get a spell that just chains people down to this very spot in the universe.
Well, now what do we do?
Now, I guess we go to the leaders of Waterdeep and see if they know who the hell that person is, and run that name that we found earlier by them.
Oh, wait, but first, everyone, long rest?
We just did.
Oh, never mind then.
Once we were done with the Surgeon Simulator.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Alright, so Samael is going to head towards the center of Waterdeep and the Waterdeep Keep, because he's going to want to speak to the Lord.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You just see this little fox like, hey! Just like starts like stomping on your toe.
Samael just scoops her up. Come on.
Yes!
Anybody else coming?
Wait,
yes!
wait, no, I just realized, didn't we ever ask who, I forgot, didn't we ever think to ask who Kokokum came from first?
We've automatically assumed he was our long-lost son. Let's go.
Yes, Sam and Aaron. Well, yeah, Sam plus Ari equals Burb.
Because all our edgy past just create this immortal darkness.
Okay, wait. Before we go, I say we actually learn about. I say we learn about Kokokum.
You know, we'll walk and talk.
Okay, fine. Kokokum, please explain to us in any way you can why you're helping us.
Yeah.
Well,
Crowboy.
So I recognized the people you guys were fighting.
Okay. Do they mean anything to you?
What did you recognize about them exactly?
I think they're the people who killed my parents.
Yeah, that does check out. They are the cult of the dragon and the red priest.
Yeah,
so
They're
they
kind of
just kill.
assholes, so yeah.
Plus they are mercenaries.
Well, the lower are, but the red wizards themselves aren't. All right. Well, where exactly do you come from?
My town is now destroyed, and I forgot the name of it, so.
I forgot. Since Kankus can't talk, are you doing this through sign language or are you using like a notepad?
He's got a notepad.
I kind of feel like there's like a
Yeah,
notepad
I'm writing this
around
down.
his
I'm writing
neck,
this down
and he
and
just
showing
like,
them.
"Ugh."
Like, I want to mention, like, he has to write down a whole paragraph, so he's just like, give me a second.
There's like various pages written down.
Yeah,
like,
I'm writing this all down.
Like, we come to a place
it's like
and he has to
saved
write out.
messages. People have asked this before.
Yeah, like
he pre-wrote this.
He has like pre-written stuff.
I just love if we ever go to a place and he has to write down something long, and right as he finishes, we're leaving. Like, hey, go, let's go, we're leaving.
Yeah, hold on, I need to write something. Yeah, I'm writing this all down. Sorry.
I need to be heard. Okay, so we're walking. I'm guessing we're going to the council round.
Samael started heading towards the keep of Waterdeep, where the Lord and his advisors and such are. He's basically going to run that face by them and the name and all that, and see if that means anything.
And also, because there's going to be dragon cultists here doing some shady shit.
That too, and they probably want to know that. And if he's going to want to hunt down his old Harper cell and see what the hell they're doing, because they should be doing something.
Mm-hmm. So as we're walking, 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Jesse, you've been involved with, I'm gonna turn to Religus. Religus is gonna turn to LaFane and be like, "Hey, LaFane, you've been pretty quiet for a while. You doing okay? You're not shell shocked or anything, are you?"
Trying to not think about the visuals from earlier.
Oh, what's a little internal organs between friends?
As you say that, Steve just throws up.
It's like, you say this, and yet you won't let Ari eat.
That is different. That's illegal and will get us all arrested. Cannibalism is frowned upon in Waterdeep.
I think Ari has just explained several times that it's not cannibalism since they're a kitsune, am I right?
Religus, are you the one that's going to argue with the magistrates about that? Because I sure as hell am not going to try to explain the intricacies of cannibalism.
I'm not saying I support you. I'm just like I'm just saying if it even counts as cannibalism.
Gods among us.
I'm not saying I support them.
Gods among us. Why am I the voice of sanity? Granny,
Sam,
please, for the love of...
Sam, go ahead. Go.
Sorry, do what?
Granny, for the love of God, please chime in that cannibalism is not acceptable.
I'm not saying it is.
Say that. It should be obvious.
It should be, but apparently not.
Religus is not saying it is. He's just wondering if since she's a kitsune, they're like human, does it count as cannibalism?
To the gods and the magistrates of Waterdeep, yes, it does not matter. If you're humanoid, it's cannibalism. Even if you're not humanoid, it's still cannibalism. You don't eat people.
It's not.
I like to just imagine the rest of the trip as the two of them arguing back and forth about whether it's cannibalism or not. And Religus is like, okay, I'm out.
The end of the story is eating people is bad in Waterdeep.
But I'm not eating the whole people.
You're still eating people.
That's always the excuse. That's always the excuse. I'm not gonna eat all of them, just the juicy bits.
See, cats agree with me. Livers are great.
Samael just sighs deeply. No.
Aww,
okay, fine.
Kitty.
I do it because I respect you, but God, that crispy liver sounds great.
Kentucky fried livers.
I don't think it would be
honestly, I'm pretty sure they eat eyes and brains, to be honest.
Deep fried in vegetable oil.
So you're saying
during this discussion about cannibalism, are we at the keep yet?
By the end of conversation, you are now at the keep.
Alrighty.
So if kitsunes enjoy brains, does that mean they get along well with Hannibal Lecter?
Religus, enough about cannibalism in the presence of the Lords of Waterdeep.
I'm just making a comment.
Bad, Religus. Do I have to boop you on your snout too?
Don't even fucking try. Like, I'm holding up the mace. And like my blue
Then stop being a secondary.
Like our two dragons are having like a stare off, like yeah.
I only have enough attention span for one area. I can't afford another.
I'm not being airy. Calm down. Let's go. Alok, we're here. What happens next?
On the outside of this building, you can see 4 guards standing around. 2 directly in front of the door, and 2 in front of like the gate entrance.
Does Samael recognize either?
One of them you do recognize as a childhood friend. A lavender tiefling, who also bears a symbol of the Order of Loki, I guess.
Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't they keep that secret? Like, wouldn't it be a very low-key thing?
Damn it! That wasn't even intentional.
It was not.
I know. You still got me.
From an outside eye, the way he has it, presented and decorated, you don't automatically tell it is a symbol of Loki. Like, he has gussied it up and disguised it.
Okay.
It is full-on tattoo, on his neck.
Okay. So Samael, as they're approaching, is gonna wave. Long time no see.
Hey, Marcus.
It's been a while.
Did he just call you Marcus?
Inside
No.
joke.
Long story. Anyways,
yeah.
So I'm actually not here on a personal call. It's business. Unfortunately, I have to speak with the Lord.
Did you make an appointment?
Well, considering there's about a dozen dead bodies lying in the streets, I think he'll want to talk to me.
Fair enough. Okay. Head on in. He's in his study.
Alright. Oh, by the way, if you see anybody wearing all red cloaks or an old bloke in all blue, be careful. Cultists, possible dragon.
What?
Do we have to leave our weapons outside? Do we have to leave our weapons outside? It's a logical thing to ask.
As soon as you described the old fellow, your friend Marcus here, gets a very puzzled look on his face and then looks at you like you're crazy.
As I said, long story.
That's Ryan. He was just here about an hour ago. What are you talking about?
Well, he admitted to our face that he's a member of the cult, so be careful. Again, long story. We'll talk later. At the moment, though, I gotta go speak with the Lord.
Okay, now can I ask? Do we leave our weapons outside?
I have no weapons. I am a fox.
And gives an immediate nod of a yes.
Okay, we all leave our weapons out.
Yeah.
Never had any in the first place.
We all leave our weapons, including Ari, outside.
What? I'm a fox. I'm a little fox. Come on.
I'm not going to do anything except those Jews.
Yeah. Marcus also points to a sign that says, "No weapons, no pets, no outside food or drinks."
You can wait outside with pets.
Samael just keeps walking. She's not a pet. She's a kitsune.
I guess no one, my blue dragon, had to way out.
Below pets is a very fine print that says, "Doesn't matter, all animals aren't allowed."
Still not an he just shrugs. Still not an animal, and just keeps walking. People are people.
I think especially Ari, you have to drop your fox.
He's going to politely tap the man on his shoulder. Dude, the Minotaur's cow.
Looks around at everyone and is like, who do I want to be?
You could be a second Steve.
Ew.
Oh. And Steve is just like, oh.
Ew. I'd rather be a turtle.
Wait, a turtle? Wait, does that mean you're another berry? Hey!
I'd look like a better berry than that. You look like your tree died years ago.
We're friends,
Ouch.
you two.
Yeah, sorry.
So Samael is going to now lead the party into the chambers.
I just love
Jesus.
I just love that. Ew. Poor Steve.
All right. So I'm assuming they let us into the inner council chamber to talk to him.
Yes.
So Samael is going to walk in and sort of just very unusually politely, he'll walk in and give a small bow to the Lord.
He looks back at you. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
Well, my lord, long story short, you have the cult of the dragon in your city. We've already been actively attacked, and about a half a dozen of their corpses are resting in the street. We captured one, and we have a couple of names and a couple of faces we want to run by you in case they ring any bells. Chances are they're somewhere high up in the city's magistrates, if they have infiltrated already, of course.
Okay.
Question: Does Samael have a decent working relationship with the Lord?
I'm gonna say yes.
Because the only thing he takes seriously is his duties as a Harper. So he's going to stand back up straight, and he's going to flick his wrist and create an image of the old man's face. Do you recognize this fellow?
Yeah, he's a member on the council. His name is Rai.
Well, he said
The guy.
after the cultist escaped, and after I performed some surgery on him to remove a curse, we got him to talk, and as he left, this man shot him with lightning, and then talked about him in the we pronoun. We cannot allow him to live after leaking our secrets. He seems to be a member of the cult. My friends here are a witness to that activity, and of course, we have another name. He looks in his notes. What was the name again?
Right.
Rai. No, not that name. No. The name that the guy said that they didn't have he didn't have any like title for. He just knew the name.
Oh, hang on, I'll send it to you.
Was it Rajan?
Yeah.
Okay. Locke, that was the right one, right? Just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. So he's gonna nod. The cultist also mentioned a name by Rajan that was helping to smooth matters along with getting them in and out of the city, and getting them past all security. I don't really know exactly where he is, just his name. The cultist didn't seem too sure himself of where he was situated to help this. Oh, there's also he creates the face of Tanathil's old slave owner in his hand. This fellow we've already killed, but if you've seen him interacting in the city anywhere, those people are probably cultists themselves. He was the right hand of the cults. We've, like I said, already killed him, so he himself is not an issue, but his associates will be.
I honestly still can't believe Rai is a member of the cult. Do you have any hardtack physical proof of this?
Oh, well, if you have any memory mages, they could literally pull the memories out of our heads. It's not a very, hard spell to do. I myself don't know it, but others would. The spell I'm talking about is Encode Thoughts.
How can Rai be a member of the cult? He's almost 80 years old, and he can't even cast any magic.
Because he's a dragon?
You know there are spells that can hide the fact that you're a caster, correct? They're relatively high level, but if you're a powerful enough sorcerer or mage, then there's no doubt that he could do it.
I mean, you don't have any eyes. You must have sacrificed it to some satanic lord.
Well, he has a scar across his face, so there's potential to be sacrificed, but we don't know that for sure. That's just stipulation.
No.
Okay, you see, that right there is where you're wrong. Rai isn't blind.
Really?
That's like I said, he has a scar across his face, like the image I just showed you.
That's not the real Rai.
Well, regardless, the face is the face. Who it's attached to is completely ambivalent. But either way, I'd keep an eye on him.
You know, maybe we should go speak to the real Rai then, if that's the case.
Just as
Well-
you say that, the real one walks into the room, hood down, gray hair up in a half bun, half down. But instead of blue robes, he's wearing almost like a lavenderish white with gold trim, and he doesn't have a scar over his eyes.
Well, there you go. Then you have somebody in blue robes impersonating people. Either way, though, they're powerful enough to call lightning, which is a rather powerful spell, so I wouldn't take them lightly. Again, the other name, Rajin, you might want to keep a lookout for that as well. I'm going to contact my family, and we'll see what we already have, and we'll get to work on what we can, but on your end, my lord, you should probably keep an eye out as well. When Samael talks about his family, obviously he's referring to the Harpers.
Yeah. Okay, so the dragon can. This dragon that we've kind of before apparently not only knows how to shapeshift and take on identities, but he's smarter than we give him. He's smarter than he's smart enough. Okay, he's smart enough to throw us off a scent at first.
Well, chromatic dragons, while they naturally can't polymorph like metallics can, they still know the spell polymorph, so it's not out of the ballpark for them to shapeshift all the time. And blue dragons specifically are extremely, potent schemers. My character wouldn't know all. Well, actually, no, my character would know this because I forgot that I rolled pretty high earlier about the earlier in the game for the dragon information.
There's also the question of.
But
so go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that that's all pretty par for the course for a blue dragon.
Granny is also going to interject that it seems you may have forgotten or something. I don't know. But the guy that you did the surgery on, he did say there was another caravan going to Neverwinter. He did say that.
Thank you, Granny. I actually forgot about that. He did actually mention a caravan, so one of the caravans leading out in relatively soon should be filled with quite a few cult members, if you want to put some agents there.
Alright, I'll put you guys there.
You might want to also put some other agents in some other caravans, because this is Waterdeep, my lord, and I doubt you only have one caravan leaving out soon.
Not to
True.
mention the fact no one should trust us with anything.
No one should trust you with anything. I'm very trustworthy.
Now that's rather rude, Granny. That's very unlikely, like you.
You can trust.
I wasn't talking in character. I wasn't doing the
Oh.
If I'm not doing the voice, I'm not in character.
Like in the background, Steve is like, "You can trust."
Everyone looks at Steve, then everyone just looks back and just keeps going.
It's like, oh.
So what does the Lord say?
He said he'd send us on the caravan. That's what he said.
No, Samael said, but what about all the other caravans?
There's only 3 carts. So I'll send you guys and one other party.
What about the third, my lord?
Well, in all reality, I'm not in charge of the caravan operation here. Someone else is, so you're gonna have to go and talk to them.
Well, my lord, placing agents should be one of your priorities, considering this is your domain the cult's invading. And as you know, eventually they're going to want to take control of any area they're in, so your head is on the chopping block for them.
Just say he'll do what he'll do what he can.
I'll do what I can, but I am not in charge of this rebuilding of Neverwinter. Someone else is, and so he's doing the hiring for the caravan. I have very little say in what's happening over in Neverwinter, but I will try my best.
As you say, my lord. He gives a short bow and turns to leave, unless anyone else has anything else to say or add.
I'm good.
Lefane, Ari, anybody?
No, yeah,
I
you
don't-
got this.
No.
You got this.
No,
I was gonna say, I don't think there's anything I could have added in that would have made any difference.
All right. So I guess we all head out.
I think the cat says yes.
Okay.
Yeah, cat says yes.
So Samael is going to turn to the party. Would you all like, I guess, to meet my family, as it were?
Why not? Hey. I mean, we're kind of family too, right?
Dysfunctional, but yes.
And the best kind.
Yeah, like every family in America.
Samael just sighs and starts heading towards the tavern that his cell of the Harpers work out of.
Walk through the town.
Lock?
Yeah.
We're heading towards the local Harper cell.
Right.
You okay?
Gonna have to go things by ear, I think.
Do you
Lock,
remember
you okay?
what it's called?
The local tavern?
Yeah.
Oh, the Songstress. I think the leader. I think in the backstory, the leader of this cell, its name is Julia.
Lock, are you okay?
You walk into the tavern, and it's a relatively busy time right now, despite it being 2:00 in the afternoon. Roll a perception check.
Alrighty. 15.
Alright, scanning the tavern, two beings catch your eye. One at the table, looks like he's trying to sell some stuff. He appears to be a tall, fairly fluffy, chunky furbolg with light brown fur but long black hair and a monocle. And at the bar, wearing a massive cloak, hood up, massive fennec-like fox ears poking out of the hood, and two tails swishing about behind it.
What is that?
I don't think I ever said what Julia's race is. Is she a Is she also fox?
Nope, that's not Julia.
Okay. Samael is going to walk up to the bar and, still holding Aerie by the back of the neck because she doesn't want her to lunge. Is Julia in? I will say that Samael's accent has completely dropped since he's been in Waterdeep. Is Julia in right now?
You just see the paws trying to scratch at the desk.
I am right here, darling. At the counter, you see a tall, extremely curvy, female Goliath just leaning against the counter.
Oh, thank God. I was worried you were gone.
Not enjoying.
Sorry for my absence, Julia, but it's been a while. Long story as well.
Not at all, dearie. Now, what brings you in?
Well, as my last mission, I was trying to infiltrate the cults. That did not go as planned. However, I did manage to get quite a bit of information over the last couple of months. Also managed to accrue the party behind me. Please don't pay too much attention to them. They're bound to do something insane within the next 24 minutes.
Well, that's just rude.
Also true, Granny. Also true. He doesn't even turn around.
Oh.
Also, don't trust the fox I'm holding with anything small and shiny.
Or anything squishy and that belongs in a human.
That too.
As soon
Regardless,
as you
fox in your arms, it's like
she
just talking about.
Julie decides to reach under the counter and pulls out almost a perfectly sized silver weaved almost elven like make tiara with a singular blue sapphire jewel in the middle.
I legit thought you were about to describe a cage for us to put Aerie in.
Like a cat carrier.
It's okay. It's okay. We have a bit of heavy luggage here, isn't that right? Aerie is a series of swears from the cage.
For a series of swears in different languages, in every language, including deep speech.
Samael is going to just shake his head as he hears murmuring behind him. What is the tiara for, Julia?
Oh, it's just for her to I guess soothe her.
Well, that actually might work. He takes the tiara. He takes the tiara and hands it to Aerie. Please don't steal anything else.
Ooh. Just see have you ever seen like little paws kind of articulate her eyes over an item? It's like that, and it's like she just puts it in her mouth, starts chewing a little, and it's like, this is enough for me.
Damn. I like to just say, like, I would have loved it, like, what you said, like, please don't try to steal this, and it's already missing.
Oh, you damn well it would have been.
Samael just sighs.
I'm not even a rogue.
Knowing this conversation will take forever, he just takes out his entire damn journal and just hands it to Julia.
She takes it and starts to flip through it.
Long story short, the cult has spread pretty far and wide. We killed the right hand. They're trying to steal dragon eggs, and we've robbed them blind about 3 times. Also, you have some sort of powerful caster in the city dressed in blue, disguising himself as city councilman.
Okay.
My question to you is, have you heard anything about the caravans leaving the city recently? One of them is going to be filled to the brim with cultists.
She glances up at you. I do know of three wagons full of building supplies heading for
Winter or something?
it's towards
Towards Neverwinter, wasn't it?
She's like a child.
it's towards
Tiara.
The actual location is the Carnath Roadhouse.
I don't know what that is.
That's because it's been out of commission for years.
Oh, what is it?
As it says, it's a roadhouse.
Carnath or cool.
So basically an inn in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
That is where they're all dropping off the supplies, because the road between the Carnath Roadhouse and Neverwinter is blocked by years and years of overgrowth and swamp water.
Well, I guess I can assume then that whatever the cult is up to is going to be at the roadhouse. That saves us a bit of trouble. At least now we don't have to travel with them if we don't want to. Or we could just kill the whole damn wagon.
It's probably best if we, go with them.
So in character, Samael is just sort of talking, holding his head. Again, in character. The last time we traveled with the cult to get here, so he gives her the details of the group that they arrived with, and how which wagon had the cultist in it, which was the first wagon, I believe. Which one was a tiefling, I believe.
Lock, check what he sent.
But otherwise, do you have any other information before we head out?
Yes, actually. This isn't the first group of caravans that have headed towards Carnath Roadhouse. This is actually their third shipment. So there's
Well,
a group of possibly cultists and red wizards already there at the roadhouse.
alright, so we're either going to need backup or to do this very carefully. Do you think we could get reinforcements from Neverwinter if things go sideways?
I honestly don't know.
I mean, in worst case scenario, I could contact the Order of the Gauntlet and just drop those details and watch them scorch the whole damn earth.
Also, another thing you should know. The
Yes.
red-haired you killed wasn't the only one.
Yeah, if there's a right hand, typically there's a left.
There's 5.
Ooh.
That's irritating, but okay.
And Gregalis was recently replaced.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not too worried about whoever his runner-up was. But alright then.
Ooh, that's not good.
We'll get to killing him as well.
Do you know anything about the replacement?
All I know is he's a satyr.
Vader.
Yeah, we heard about him from the cultists that I performed surgery on. The rest of them tried to keep him alive while I danced around inside of his organs.
Namely, Aries, Steve, and Jesse.
Regardless, you don't have to worry about that cultist either, because after we got information out of him, whatever cultist in blue struck him with lightning.
It's like that. Yeah.
But alright. Oh, by the way, Tanathil,
Yes.
did you ever come up with your answer?
Answer for what?
The job offer, dear. The job offer.
Ooh, dear now? You're on those levels? Ooh.
Quiet, Ari. He just boops her on the nose and then scratches her head.
This won't work out. Yeah, it's working. Like this will not hush me forever.
He then walks over and leans down next to your ear. What job offer?
Seriously, dude? You've been... Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
He leans over. Remember when I had you talk to my friend back at Baldur's Gates? It was a job interview for the Harpers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She is the he leans over. He just nods his head over to Juliet. She's the one you'd want to talk to about getting some of the details about what you'd be doing.
She looks at Tanathil up and down with a slight smirk on her face as she leans on one hand.
Samael is just going to look at her. I swear, he's not just eye candy.
Trust me, you know my taste anyway, dear. With that, she walks around and motions for Tanathil to follow.
Oh.
What's with you? Are you afraid she's gonna steal Tanathil from you?
Oh, don't worry. She's not gonna.
Samael just continues scratching Aries' head. Just now.
Hey,
and what does she mean by what you know?
By the way, since we're at a bar, can we order some drinks?
Might as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead. They have a great selection. Unfortunately, unfortunately, down on my off time, I'm forced to bartend here. Oh wait, sorry. Voluntold looks over at Juliet. Voluntold.
Oh wait, don't I still have that bottle from that tavern?
She smiles and then leaves, and then in the same room that she went into, a female centaur takes place behind the bar and takes over.
Oh, it's been a while since so I'm assuming Samael knows her too.
Oh yeah, they sometimes work together.
Locke. Do I still? Sorry, go ahead. No, you know what? Go ahead. I'll later.
Do you mind getting my friends here some drinks? Just don't serve them anything too strong because I really don't want to deal with an entire party of drunk adventurers.
You're drunk on bullcrap.
Held your colors back.
Quiet, Harry.
Whatever.
Locke. Do I still have that? Do we still have that one bottle, that one tavern on the way to?
I'm pretty sure.
Which one was? What was it called again? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I can't remember what it's called. You know what? Fuck. I'm just gonna take out the bottle, whatever it is, and just start drinking it. By the way, can Steve try to? I'm just gonna run this one.
All right. So she makes drinks for everyone.
Barry just guzzles down like a whole tankard.
Samael just puts Ari on the counter next to her drink. I'm keeping an eye on you now.
And he slides
Kukulkan just gets the glass and just chugs it.
Yeah, him and Religus do a chugging contest.
Yeah, they do a chugging contest.
Chug. Like Sam slides Ari like a bowl of nuts or something.
Nuts on the floor.
Samael can't really get drunk at the moment because the bar doesn't serve ambrosia because it's pretty rare. So he just kind of leans there and just
remember
waits.
The thing you said you lost? It's in her satchel. She took it away from me.
So Samael just waits.
While she's mixing the drinks, another one of the waitresses, a female orc who on orc standards would be relatively on the unattractive side because she's like, the nice skinny voluptuous kind with
ballsy elf kind.
No tusks, long black hair.
So the ballsy elf kind.
So yeah, that would 100%. That ballsy elf would 100% be Samael.
I know.
And while while she's walking around taking orders, she walks over to Steve and bends forward to get to his eye level and is like, "Would you like me to get you anything?"
Well, yes, I'll take one of your hardest drinks, please.
Man with balls of steel. I like that. And with that, she stands up and heads towards the bar.
Do not
Does she
serve him
also-
that.
does she-
I will.
Does she
Steve, if you
also
get
does she also slap Steve's ass?
Samael is going to yell over to Steve. Steve, if you get drunk, I will leave you here.
Like, does she also slap Steve's ass? I got that vibe. Does she?
Oh, damn it. Might as well. Giggity. Giggity. Go.
Yeah, she slapped his ass. She slapped his. That's what happened. She slapped his ass too. Much to his confusion.
Yeah, she later comes back with a drink, serves it to him, is like, "I hope you enjoy and stay for the rest of the night." And with that, she ever so gently squeezes his cheeks as she brushes by.
Like, she's taking a drink, like, she's taking a drink.
All right.
And like Barry, like just walks. I'm like, hey.
After about 30 minutes or so, Tanathil soon comes back out, and Julie takes her place behind the bar again.
All right then. Is he a member of the family, or are we postponing that?
He is a member of the family, but only on a observable basis at the moment.
And who is going to be his chaperone? He says, sighing slightly.
You.
Oh, I figured.
So like Steve is like jotting down, like Steve's jotting down notes. So essentially, he's a babysitter.
I meant to pull his ass out of the fire if he gets in too deep.
So a babysitter. Got it. He writes it down.
All right.
Tanathil reaches over and just actually wraps his entire hand around Steve's head and squeezes. It's like,
Right.
Call him that again, and I won't hesitate to rip off one of your horns.
Okay.
He then lets go.
Like when he's not lucky, Steve just like blows a raspberry, like.
Samael just walking by, just kisses him on the cheek, like, "Thank you for that. That was beautiful. Do that all the time, please."
Who's gonna get Tanathil's heart? Ari or Sam? Stay tuned.
Sam isn't actively chasing though.
I know. I'm just making a joke.
But Ari is confused and conflicted on a lot of things. She assumes if they are not the center of attention, then things are not going well.
Okay, then how about Barry walks over to Ari and just gives her a pat on the back and like offers if she wants to just get shit faced.
No.
After Barry offers that, Tanathil just swoops in, picks Ari up, like,
I'm just offering if I just want to get drunk. I just want to get drunk with someone. I'm not asking for anything else.
That's just it.
One always does.
All right,
I'm gonna
so
get out of here.
everybody, there's free liquor at the tower. Let's go have a rest, and then we'll go see about that caravan in the morning.
Meanwhile, Religus and Kukulkan and start checking blood.
Samael just walks up behind the two of them and grabs them by the back of their shirts. Time to go.
Barry, who just finished his drink, laughs at them as he follows.
Tanathil has Ari on his shoulders.
I imagine Kukulki looks a bit disappointed.
just being dragged, Religus and Kukulkan just being dragged by Samael with Ari sitting on his shoulders.
He's crossing his arms.
And Barry following.
all three of you, including Ari, are all complaining at Samael for being a party pooper, and he's just like,
"Come on,
no. She doesn't even want to drink. They just want to get out of here. They just want to leave.
All right, so the party is, I'm guessing, everyone agree we're heading back to the tower?
Yeah.
I wonder how many people tried to walk in the open door that we left, just smashing into the tiny hut every time.
All at the same time, just like.
They look inside, see all this expensive looking furniture, all this beautiful stuff inside, and then just open door. They walk in, break their nose on an invisible wall.
Bouncing off like flies bumping into a lit light bulb.
All right, so DM, is it all right if we all head back to the tower now?
Yeah.
Alrighty. When Samael enters the tower, he's immediately going to go to the second floor washroom and wash all the excess blood and everything else off of him from yesterday.
Oh, are we all still bloody?
Partially. He did what he could, but he didn't have enough time for a shower in the morning.
Look, I'm gonna go sit down and do tricks with his gun.
Long, hot bubble bath.
Steve is going to watch and jot down notes as like.
Well, actually, there's a sauna too in there. Don't ask me how, but according to the spell, there's a sauna.
Relic sits right to the sauna.
Kakokin sits down and just looks at his gun and just like taking out the bullets, putting them back in.
Tanathil is also gonna go and soak in a sauna.
Barry's gonna go to and just enjoy the hot water.
So, so again, the facilities of this tower are, because, like I said, there's actually a surprisingly decent amount in there. The bathroom, washroom, and sauna. There is the bedroom with up to 6 beds that have several chairs, chests, and a magical fireplace that keeps the area warm. A study with a library of books, writing supplies. The books contain only information known to the caster when the spell is cast. Samael probably doesn't know that, so there's probably quite a bit of personal information there that he does not know is in there.
Oh my god, if Steve got his hands on those books.
A dining room with tables, chairs, magical fireplace, of course, cooking apparatus, and a large portrait of the caster on the wall. So there is a portrait of him in the dining room. A lounge with various seating options chosen by the caster and a magical fireplace. So a lot of reading couches and things like that. The washroom and an observatory with a telescope, maps of the areas traversed by the caster, and a transformable array which depicts various crystal spheres and planar models. And one unfinished empty storage room.
I was just about to ask about the tower because, like, I wasn't sure if it was like a spell or a magic item.
It's a spell, and he very much does not know that the books are filled with knowledge that he's supposed to decide. So I'm guessing it's just random stories about his life and random memories and thoughts.
Looking around.
Steve is definitely going to be looking at those later.
Too bad. Fox is already on the bookshelf.
Well, there's a lot of books. So we'll just.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, my character would head in there too, but not looking for secrets, looking for, like, are there any books with poetry, stuff like that?
Probably. I mean, you're talking about Sam. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, definitely there is.
A poetry about his desire to be a great surgeon one day.
Oh, god dang it. Like, can you imagine that book being covered in flesh?
Oh my god. But so yes,
all the papers are made of skin.
So after a very long and very nice bath and shower, he's going to crash in the largest bed in the tower.
Yeah, again, like I recall, Relicus is with Tanathil and Barry getting a nice soak. Steve is not only reading like some of Sam's stuff about Sam, but also just taking sketches of Kukulkan playing with his gun. Like just doing different like cowboy poses.
Yeah, yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
I don't know. Aries kind of looking for a place to kind of get her head on straight.
Well, the observatory would be the top floor with a giant telescope, planar model.
They were already there. They were already there, and that just reminds them about the guy. And then she's like, they never stick around, do they?
What about you? What about you, Jesse? How are you spending your evening?
Like I said,
I'm gonna read books. To be
yeah, it's like
honest.
she was probably going to go find a book or two on some of the poetry and read them over.
I have instant knowledge kind of thing, so honestly, I can learn just about anything and remember just about everything
Like
that I've read.
Like all you do out of books, skim through it, it's like done.
Pretty much what happens, actually. All the ink seems to disappear on the page and seems to be an abundant knowledge or some shite like that.
Wait, Ari. So if you're draining the knowledge from the books, are you draining them from him?
That would be funny, but yeah.
No, the books just build themselves. Oh my god. The books contain only information. The books contain only information known to the caster when the spell is cast, so whatever section you go to is going to be filled with information that he knows about that section. So if you go to, say, if you look for books about dragons, you're going to find books that whatever he knows about dragons, etc.
Oh my god! Like just take his memories though, like his whole third grade experience.
So pretty much his memories are just in books.
Apparently. And apparently there are multiple portraits of him in this tower. That
all in different eras. Like there's all in different eras of clothing. Like one dude's like there's like one of you in a Victorian clothes. The other one is like you in like hip hop clothes.
Every time Samael walks by one, he just makes a note to himself that he has to get rid of that next time he casts it.
So you're telling me that in one of those books is the scene that happened between Sam, Ari, and Tanathil at Quincy's Tavern?
Yes, somewhere in there.
Do you want that destroyed?
Yes, please.
Tanathil might be going on here.
Get up before Steve decides to write it down.
Well, he would actually have to know that happened and then try to find it in this entire library of books.
Fair.
Anyway, so Samael is going to crash, making mental notes of all the edits he has to make to this damn tower next time.
Yeah, after his soak, Religus is gonna curl up and find a place to sleep, curl up with his animal friends, and just fall asleep too.
After a while, the Culkin is gonna go to one of the reading chairs and just put his hat over his face and fall asleep.
He was just gonna fall asleep snoring loudly.
Yeah.
Tanathil goes to the room with the 6 beds, finds one, gets undressed until he's only in his undertrousers and just plops into the bed.
Barry just retreated into a cell and is thinking of the faint sound of snoring.
Barry's restless. Can't do
aside
this.
From, I think Jesse's unless Jesse you go to bed too after you're done reading.
Oh, I probably just I'm probably in the reading room / lounge and just curl up on the sofa.
Well, because the interior because the interior design is decided upon by the caster, I'd say in the bedroom each bed is has its own tiny room. So it's not an open floor plan.
Well, too late.
However,
we all fall asleep. Too late.
Wherever we fall asleep. They're restless, so they decide to look around the house
and just loot stuff that is going to vanish the second you leave.
No, it's not that. Honestly, they're just trying to sleep, but they can't. They're angry and they don't know why.
They're gonna go make a sandwich or something, try to get some sleep.
Thinks about it, and then thinks about, I got an idea. So, they spend all night moving everything like an inch away from the wall.
Does
And
she also?
then they
Does
get
she also
so
turn?
bored. Don't interrupt me, please. They also go to the pantry and look at all the spices, and they're like, "These lids need to be tilted just a little bit."
I want to say that Samael has some mental connection slightly to the tower. So as she's doing this in his dreams, someone's just fucking with him in his dreams, and he's just like, "Why am I being irritated?"
Harry,
Why?
Do you also angle all the portraits to like face the left?
I do.
In Samael's dreams, somebody just keeps poking him in the face.
You're like Mr. Krabs. You're like Mr. Krabs. Like someone touched their mustache.
Harry,
Yeah.
paper googly eyes taped onto the portraits.
I don't have googly eyes.
No, you make them out of paper.
Oh,
so
I can cut it out. I can make them out of the book pages. Let's go.
Like, or you also draw on them, like giving them mustaches and beards.
I probably do. I'd be really bored. You guys are giving me 12 hours to bullshit. So, I mean, I'm gonna do 12 hours of bullshit. So, there's like, I've cut out pages of some of the books, and I've actually started pasting them looking like googly eyes on the portrait. This is a lot of work. Besides moving all the furniture an inch inwards away from the walls that they are against. I can't tell you enough how annoying that is. Because when you're like, you see everything first in the day you're there, and then everything's shifted. It drives people nuts. Especially if they can't put their finger to where the things have been shifted.
Okay, that happened. Yeah, I'll tell you that story later.
Yeah. So after I mess with the kitchen, I put googly eyes everywhere. I'm thinking about the bird, and I'm like, I'm trying to go to him. He can't feel as big, right? And mustache.
They just can't.
Paper mustache.
Did you cook Hulk in a mustache?
Sure did. And then I'm gonna go over, and I'm like, LaFane's tail looks unguarded. I'm gonna put a bow on it.
Put a bow on LaFane's tail.
Yep.
That's a response.
Well, I know how to do this without waking Cat, to be honest. So goes up to the other rooms to see if anyone else is having trouble sleeping. It's like probably 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning.
I feel like if you walked past him, you might wake up Barry. Like, like he has a nightcap on. Like, hey, who's that?
Prancing around.
You'd probably find Snow like just guarding the hallways and walking up and down like she owns the place.
Like strutting, like, this is my house.
Sit her. Nod. Continues to walk around.
Regal. I imagine Snow just regally nodding back, like you may pass, and she keeps walking.
Yep, and I continue to move furniture upstairs.
You might find like my rats like playing like with tiny like little like poker cards,
dice or
that they
something.
made. Yeah, like little tiny dice, like they're playing a crap game. Like,
ooh, I need to get on that later. Yeah.
Like they're placing bets.
Yep. Okay. Looks around, sees what else she can do.
When you
I can get in everyone's wardrobes.
When you get to Tanathil's room, however, you hear snarling, growling, and what sounds like claws against fabric and wood.
Oh boy.
You good?
Werewolf.
Just kind of like uses her back paw to kind of open the door, turns around, looks in, and is like, "You good?"
Considering their rooms are next to each other, you just hear slam as Samael throws something against the wall. Quiet down.
Like muffled.
Honestly, you guys have no idea what she's done to y'all's shoes, so you probably just need to relax. If you try putting your shoes on, don't be surprised.
So you're peeking into Tanathil's room?
Yeah, I've already done it to everyone else's shoes. Anyone else that took their shoes off in the middle of the night, you'll be waking up to cream in your shoes. So just ignore it.
Good thing Granny doesn't have it.
No, the Granny doesn't have any. In fact, you're the only one that doesn't have anything done to you. She respects Granny too much.
Granted, you only described doing stuff to Kukulkan and Dolphine.
Yep. To the two half-mortals that took off their shoes before entering bed. They were
Lefane doesn't. They don't have shoes.
I know Lefane doesn't. I had already went into Sam's room, did it already earlier at like 1 a.m. It is now 2 a.m.
Okay, wait. So is
this because?
She goes to the Tanathil's room, and what happens?
What happens? Yeah.
What?
What'd you say?
She goes into Tanathil's room, and
they're standing in the I guess window frame, being backlit by the city life at night and the moon, is this large, muscular, bipedal jaguar.
Curse, that's great. Okay, gonna get right out of here. Just
brother
turns around real slow.
You may want to. You may want to tell Samael. You may want to tell Samael because he's kind of the only one who has a way to trap him without hurting him.
Desi, did you say father?
I said brother.
Leave it off.
Hey, Tanathil? Okay.
Yeah, just let him sleep it off.
Just gonna let you sleep this off. Okay. Good night. I won't mess with you tonight. But tomorrow you're mine. Just walks right out of there.
Fuck, what does he do?
Goes, guys, wait.
Tanathil runs and basically body checks the door, causing it to bow out slightly.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, she kind of trots over there to Sam, and she's like, Sam!
Sam groggily opens the door. What is it? What's all the noise for?
There's a jaguar in the next room.
He just blinks and just stares at you. What?
Fine. She kind of transforms into what she saw.
Is that a were-jaguar? Is that a thing?
So
why is that a thing?
Cursed. So he's cursed. So he's cursed.
Is that a thing? Why is that a thing?
Tanathil is next door, and he's already transformed into it, I guess. So it's a little late now.
I'm guessing we hear another slam.
Yeah, as well as a muffled roar.
Like that wakes up Barry. That wakes up Barry down the hall. Like, hey, what shit?
So Samael is going to sigh internally, walk over to Tanathil's door, and begin casting Tiny Hut in front of it.
And a Barry with a nightcap on his head walks over, like, hey, what you know he's making?
Barry, can you be useful for once and stand in before I finish?
As if you slam. No, it's not off its hinges yet, but like that one did start to splinter the door.
Eric, can you help? Can you help Barry?
On it.
Thank you.
What? Like Barry goes to the door. Like he goes to the door. Like
just kind of starts stomping on the ground. Can my grow plant thing work in here?
There is the door is made out of wood, so technically, yes.
Sweet.
Barry's like.
Next time I create
stomping on the ground.
Next time I create this tower, I'm making the damn doors out of stone. As he's working on this spell, you can see the hut forming very slowly around the door.
And she's using the wood in the door to kind of bind him.
Yeah, like Barry's doing his best to hold the door back.
There's not enough wood. Wait, maybe he has plants somewhere. Looks at the rats that were playing poker. Hey, guys! Do you have seeds?
Sweet, which is yes.
Okay, you got seeds. Go on the other side and go ahead and just drop them off. Just scatter them everywhere.
Right. And like that's when they hear the roar. Like, oh.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and bind him. As soon as you put it down, I can go ahead and grow it in from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. What do you want them to do?
Just all they have to do is drop the seeds off near the walls.
Okay. Wait. Along the near the door.
Yeah.
Okay, like single file, they all like secret mission, like do, and they all like in a cool like action, in a cool like motion picture like action scene. They just drop the seeds.
Samael is going to yell, "Lafane, do you mind waking up and helping us here?"
Does that wake up the rest of us?
It's like, but where is this all taking place?
I think on the second floor.
Third floor. Second floor is the washroom.
Oh.
Okay, if it's on the third floor, where was the living room?
The living room is on the first floor.
Yeah, so would I hear you from 2 floors away?
You'd hear an echoed yell because the walls are stone.
I mean, there are balconies between each floor, right? Like you can look down.
Yeah, but here's the thing: since it's his own mind, he's panicked, so he can always kind of alterate in the house where his voice is going.
Okay.
So you can kind of hear it in all areas. God, it is hot in this house.
But anyway, so yeah, he yells for everyone else to wake up to hold the damn door closed while he finishes up the tiny hut.
Okay.
Religus and everyone else, we all just like scream away, like, what's happening?
Is the reading chairs on the living room?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would wake me up too, right?
Yeah. Like, Coco can grab a chair. Coco can grab some chairs. We're gonna try to hold the door.
Unless you're in the study, which is on the fourth floor.
Yeah.
No, I went to the part with the reading chairs and the fireplace.
All right, so I'm guessing everyone else starts coming up too. Granny too. What about you?
Like we grab furniture along the way to help hold the door back.
And I reinforce the door using the seeds. And try to grab him with the others.
So DM, does everyone holding the door and reinforcing it buy me about 10 minutes to cast the spell?
Like my bat
I'm gonna go ahead. Since everyone's there, I'm gonna go ahead and try to go outside the tower real fast to see what's going on from the window.
Yeah, Ari, just in case like he tries to go through the window, my bat is gonna come with you with some extra seeds.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Bat speak.
Runs outside to see. Runs outside to see.
The bat flies with you. Squeak, squeak.
Okay.
Squeak,
Locke,
squeak,
does that buy me enough time?
Yes, and when Ari actually gets up to the window to cast a spell again, she peers into the window and sees Jaguar Tanathil currently trying to gnaw on the plants.
Yep, this is gonna be great. Okay. Just keeps like reinforcing the whole area, the whole room. Well, I guess we're not getting any sleep, guys.
All right. So at the 10 minute mark, he's going to.
I can also cast
I like to imagine back with us. Like Steve gets so excited that this is happening, he tries to draw it, and like really just grabs his journal, throws it down to the first floor.
So upon the 10-minute mark, he is going to then cast Minor Illusion inside the tiny hut on the other side of the wall, of himself just sitting there in front of the door, waving at Tanathil. And when he feels the slam, he's going to lock the tiny hut down.
At this point, Tanathil gives up on trying to eat the plants, and so backs up to a running start and full charges at the door.
And he's powerful enough. It knocks back a couple guys like Steve and like I don't know, it knocks Steve back.
Since she's on, okay, wait. Let me describe some things to you. What's going on so far? In order to see what you're telling me, she's still in the pantheric form, kind of, sort of. She's climbed up and scaled up to the second floor to make sure you don't get outside the window.
So the moment he slams into that door, the tiny hut pretty much solidifies around him into a pitch black, so he can't see in or out. And there is one thing that he does leave in there. He literally casts a spell light on the floor tile so that Tanathil can still see inside. He looks at the rest of the party. So, did anyone else know that he was a were jaguar? And did anyone else know that was a thing? Or is this just
Don't look at me.
surprising everybody?
Like everyone's like,
Outside,
don't
she
look at
can't
me.
shrugs.
answer you, but she's heard of such creatures before. That's why she was like, he's cursed. Okay.
He yells to her outside the window. Arid, what about you? Do you know anything about were jaguars?
I've heard of such things, but it doesn't happen often. Not as often as people think.
Well, come inside. I'll make hot chocolate for everyone. We're all up anyways.
No,
yeah,
I gotta
should-
stay here to make sure he doesn't get out anywhere.
He's not getting out of that hut unless I drop it. Don't worry.
There's also the window though. I mean,
He's inside
So-
the hut, though.
He's inside a small version of the hut, so he can't.
okay.
Okay.
Well, it's not the small version. It's only 10 by 10 by 10. So it's bigger. Yeah.
Decent size.
Yeah, it's big enough to fill the room, so he can't get to the window. So.
Samael is going to very tiredly because he got woken up out of a very annoying yet still comforting dream.
Now that everyone has calmed down, I want to say there were some things happening when you guys tried to go upstairs really fast. One of you probably ended up bumping your shin against a drawer somewhere or stubbing your toe in a hurry.
That was Steve.
Yeah, probably.
Samael is just walking down the stairs, looking at all the paintings that are slightly tilted of himself.
With the eyes on him.
Before we do anything else, I just want to say the paintings were not on purpose. I did not know those would show up. He just keeps walking to the kitchen.
Have you noticed the rust of it?
I wouldn't say he would notice that yet, just for the fact that he is pretty tired.
He would bump into something then, because it's an inch away from the wall.
Steve goes to collect the journal that really gets thrown down to the first floor.
Harry's still outside though. They kind of want to be.
Do you want the bat?
do
you want the bat to keep you company just in case with the seeds?
I feel like after Samael makes the first couple cups of hot chocolate, he walks outside and opens the door and leans out. Harry, are you coming in?
Oh, I kind of like it out here.
Hey, but Aaron, do you want the bat with the seeds to stay just in case?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll keep you
Well,
company.
You know, there's an entirely empty storage room on the 5th floor. It's got a balcony that opens up onto the outside.
I take
There's
it like
just things I'm thinking about right now. That's all.
I take it like.
I'll be fine.
Oh, God.
So
think
Samael's going to walk over and sit next to her. Do you mind some company?
A little.
He's got the bat. Well, she also has the bat too.
He hands her a hot chocolate. Don't take your hand off the building or it'll literally vanish. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't really want it. But thanks anyway.
He literally just tosses it to the side and it literally turns into smoke.
Pumpkin just goes back to the place he slept at. He sees the paper mustache and he just picks it up and looks at it like, what?
Like it fell off when he woke up.
Yeah, it fell off.
Does anyone notice the bow? The cute pink bow.
Oh, hey
yeah.
Jesse, where'd you get that bow?
It's LaFay.
Oh, it looks so cute. I mean, LaFay, where'd you get that bow? It looks so cute on you.
It's like you do realize she's going to immediately like hand on the longbow that's equipped to her back. It's like from that festival.
like Barry has gone back to sleep in his shell, and I don't know what
He
everyone
tries
else
to
is
go
doing.
back to that little corner he was before. Probably bumps into some furniture.
Get back to bed for me. Ow! Who put this bowling ball here?
Oh man. I'm enjoying this a little too much, not gonna lie. Thank you. This has made me happy.
You're welcome. So I guess it's like, is everyone going back? Like Jesse, like Coco, you guys going back to bed, or you just continue to feel like too nice by all that's happened?
I feel like I would go get some hot chocolate, drink a cup, and go back to bed.
What about you, LaFane?
Is what can be done with the tiny hut currently by other members? Is it only impenetrable by the were-jaguar inside?
And if you ask Samael for the password, you could get in and out.
I don't really want in myself. I kind of just want to like poke, use a stick or something and poke in like a good sized sandwich or something. Don't want him to go hungry.
I mean, I guess you can open the door for like 2 seconds
legit-
and squeeze it under the slot in the door. I mean, you could.
I legit thought you were about to say, "I'm just gonna stick a hole in and poke him."
No.
For the you would still, if you get the password, you can literally just move your hand and the food through, and then just slide it through. But you still need the password.
Yeah, but at the same time, I understand. You put your hand into some place where some guy's been banging on a door trying to get a hold of other people, then possibly not nice things. I don't want to put my hand in there, but I also don't want them going hungry.
Well, with the password, you can still slide it in. You know what I mean? Like, you just need the password.
Okay.
That's all.
Then I'd request the password to pass along some food and water at least for.
I imagine you
just lean out the window and just ask for the password.
What's the password?
Samael just looks up. It's pineapple.
No, Sam. What's the Wi-Fi password?
Same answer. Pineapple.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So whatever he does with it is on his own thing, but she's going to at least pass along like a good sized sandwich and a container of water.
That was sure something.
They might be trapped in there, but they don't need to be going hungry. They don't need to be thirsty. There's nothing else in there.
All right, so it is now the morning of the next day.
So Samael at this point is going to walk up the stairs, looking out the window, making sure it's light out. He's going to lay his hand and disperse the tiny hut.
I feel like Religus and like Kokolkin would bring out their weapons just in case, in case he's still cursed.
I was just about to say that.
Well, actually, he does. Actually, I take that back. He doesn't disperse it yet. He just makes it see through.
Oh yeah, but we're just still having our weapons ready just in case.
Yeah.
Not to kill him, but just be ready.
Yeah, be ready for anything.
So, when you transform the hut so that you're able to see in it, you see Tanathil back to normal. His underdrawers shredded.
Now that's something I'm gonna see in one of those books. I hope so.
Is currently
Samael in character. You just hear, "Isn't that a show?"
He is now currently passed out.
You might as well just put him to bed. I mean, my goodness.
Samael is going to disperse the tiny hut, walk in, and literally just scoop him up. All right, well, this room is destroyed. He just kicks open his own door and just drops him in the biggest bed and then just tucks him in. We just leave him there for now.
Should we leave him a change of clothes?
Well, I guess I could leave him I don't know where he keeps his. He could probably borrow some of mine, although I'm a bit taller than he is.
What it would cover him just long enough for him to go grab his.
True. Samael is going to take a spare change of his own clothes and leave it on the bed. He's then going to leave the room, close the door behind him, and look at the other two. Well, I guess let's have breakfast. The pantry's still fully stocked.
Like the three of us, like me, like Jesse, looking around, like us all over the weapons. We're like, "Ooh, breakfast sounds nice."
Just don't tell Barry. I don't want him in my kitchen.
Alright, chows up! Like, as you say, that's Barry's like from downstairs. Soup's on!
God damn it.
No, just put a magical identity lock on it.
That was great.
Go in.
So, Locke, what happens while we're all having breakfast? Anything?
Granny's gonna.
While you guys are having breakfast, as soon as you guys are almost done, Tanathil comes down, rubbing his eyes in his new outfit that you provided him.
Oh, now there's the exotic dancer. You put on quite the show last night.
Granny's also going to come downstairs, finally waking up. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Granny, you missed a show last night as well. Tanathil got all half naked and started tearing up the place.
I don't want to care. I don't want to know about your sexual adventures.
Oh, of course you do. Everybody does. Now, Granny, there's no reason to lie.
Oh, she's not.
That Granny's just like, oh geez, thanks for reminding me of the My God Days Rocket Fuck.
So, does Tanathil react at all?
He is a little confused as to what happened.
So Samael is going to use a minor variation of the spell Alter Self and change his eyes to cat-like and change his hands to claws and just go. Row.
Tanathil smirks and is like, "I'm pretty sure I didn't sound like that. I'm pretty sure what you heard was," and he does an actual, almost pitch perfect jaguar growl.
So you do remember the show you put on. That's nice.
Kakokin almost falls out of his chair.
Like, Religus instinctually reaches for his mace.
I will also point out that Samael has taken down the very large painting of himself from the dining room and has thrown it in the fire.
Like you in like a sailor's outfit. You were like in a sailor's outfit and like a pose.
No one says a word.
Why does he not want the paintings up? Just out of curiosity.
Basically, the spell says that there are apparently a lot of paintings of the caster inside the tower, and considering the fact that he didn't know that when he casted it, I assume they're all various like cliches.
Oh, okay.
Locke?
Huh?
Oh, I'm just waiting for what Tanathil does next.
He said, "Yeah, I do remember. I tried a new spell last night, and I think you saw what happened."
Oh, well, the next time you try that, please warn me ahead of time. Everyone had to wake up, we had to hold the door shut while I trapped you. It was a whole thing.
He cups your cheeks. "I am so sorry, my dear. I didn't mean to scare you."
How did I not wake up through any of that?
Samael calling his bluff would definitely just lean up and kiss him on the nose. Oh dear, don't ever worry yourself.
Horny jail.
Samael didn't start this one. I will repeat, Samael did not start this one.
All right.
There, I want to go a little more.
Yeah, we are gonna end our session here.
It is almost 4, yeah.
So we are gonna end it here. We want to thank you all for joining us. I do apologize for last session for what happened with our recording setup.
I thought you were going to apologize for the blood and gore.
That too. I am super sorry about that.
We hope you enjoyed this session of surgeries and werecats.
Yeah. Surgeries and wizards. Surgeries and wizards.
Anyway, we'll see you all again next time soon. I hope you all enjoy your week. And bye-bye.
Au revoir.
Bye.